This has to be one of the savage reply ever given in football. Because before the game, Adrien Rabiot was asked about Lamine Yamal, and Rabiot commented that Lamine Yamal needs to do more than he's done up until now. Lamine Yamal stepped up big time. He was having a Euros of his life. He just lacked, and boy did scored in front of Rabiot. Face an absolute beauty, Lamine. Yamal is him. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will talk about the game between Spain against France in Euro semi-final, where Spain dominated this France team and won with scoreline of 2-1. Even though scoreline looks not that dominant, but believe me, Spain were literally toying with this France. So let's begin. The video France were set up in their usual 4-3-3 system with Antoine Griezmann being dropped off to the bench. And to be honest, this wasn't the Euros of Griezmann. He wasn't playing like himself, and he was at times almost playing as right wingers, which not his natural position anymore. In his Ousmane Dembélé was playing and what game he had. I mean, Barcelona had one of the biggest upgrades of all time, from Dembouz to Lamine Yamal. Man, this guy is shit. He does everything right, from his touches to his dribbles and take-ons, but his just fucks up everything at the final moment. He was literally crossing in the hands of Unai Simon. The only good thing that Dembélé did was his involvement in the Francis goal. He switched the play for Kylian Mbappe, who whipped in an accurate cross for Randall Kolo muani to score a free header. At the initial stages of the game, both teams were actually playing at equal footing with France, looking a lot threatening, and they were willing to attack, which was not happening in previous games. France midfield of Tchouaméni, Kanté, and Rabiot were latching onto those second balls and making those through balls for Mbappe, and France were really looking threatening. But after a single moments of brilliance of Lamine Yamal, everything changed. It shows how a single goal can pivot the whole game around you. Yamal found himself in space and took a shot from zone 14 and curled in. Hit the pole, went behind the net. This was an outrageous goal. From Yamal, even Mbappe was in awe of that goal. That equalizer changed the tempo of the Spain. Got their heads in the game, looked confident on the ball, and they got their chance. With Dani Olmo scoring a beautiful goal which was deflected in by Jules Koundé. The goal began from again, Lamine Yamal. He was in the midfield combined with Olmo. He left it off. Jesus Navas, his cross was headed by Saliba and cleanly fell for Dani. Olmo took an amazing first touch, slept Tchouaméni with it, and scored the goal. Like Dani, Olmo has become the star of this team, came on for Pedri, and cemented himself in the Spanish side. Tony cross tackle was a blessing in disguise for Spain. After that, Spain were in pure control of the game, and France weren't able to do anything to keep up with them. Even France looked threatening in latter half of the game with Griezmann, Barcola, and all coming on, but they couldn't do anything. I mean, your main man Kylian Mbappe was in most favorite position, the area which he thrives on. In 1v1 against a defender, he was able to cut inside, and any day possible Mbappe scores this kinds of goal, but he skied the chances. This shows if your captain and your best player is playing like this, there is no hope left for you. Even Mbappe himself said this wasn't his Euros at all. The only players who were good from this team were Mike Maignan, excellent goalkeeper, almost saved France from Nico Williams' goal by tackling him. And coming off the line, Saliba, amazing in defense. This Euros, he was unbreakable. Jules Koundé. And I know people will say that he was responsible for the first goal. I don't think. So this match, he somehow kept Nico Williams as quiet as he can. He was helping in attack more than Dembélé, Kanté, and Tchouaméni. These guys are key for this team. Kanté still playing like at his age is amazing. And one more, France should give Bradley Barcola a spot in starting 11. Cosboy was ending the career of Nacho. Let's talk about Spain now. From attack to defense, what were their contributions? Because this team is too fluid when they play. They have their chemistry that allows them to understand each other. They are a perfect team from attack to the defense. Lamine Yamal. Again, no matter what I say, his name nowadays speaks volume itself, but today, his defensive contributions were immense. He was winning those balls and intercepting those plays and all. He is just a proper baller. And other side, his brother Nico Williams doing the same thing, even though he wasn't involved that much in attack, but his defensive contributions was notable, helping to defend against likes of Dembouz and Koundé, and as Alvaro Morata. What game he has had a sliant masterclass this. How a captain plays Harry Kane should learn from Morata, because his holdups was helping Spain to contain the ball. He was constantly delaying the plays and getting fouled, which helped Spain a lot. And not only that, his defense contributions and work rate was off the charts. If only Dembele and Kylian Mbappe weren't so full of themselves and helped in tracking back and defense, this wouldn't have had happened to this France squad from midfield. Dani Olmo was playing as that number 10. At times, he was occupying spaces left behind by Morata to keep defender on their toes. He was just silky some, and these motherfuckers are match made in heaven, to be honest. Fabian Ruiz and Rodri Fabian Ruiz doing that box-to-box role, shuffling from defense to attack, and his third-man runs are SP threatening. He could almost scored a goal with Yamal crossing his header, was bit high, I think. And Rodri, he was him that all he was doing, everything possible to control, disrupt and contain the ball. He was the boss, man, in that midfield Spain defense was solid, especially Cucurella playing as destroyer, jumping on the markers and constant tackle and all. And I really thought that Dani Carvajal's absence would have been heavy. But Jesus Navas and Nacho fulfilled that role somehow. Next would be against either England or Netherlands. Let me know in the comments your predictions for England versus Netherlands. And that's it for today. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel. That would help a lot. And thank you for watching the video.